guess there's no reasoning with madness. Or cats, for that matter. Seriously, try talking sense into a cat.
Ladies, gentlemen, skeleton people, welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise and welcome back to the Defenseless YouTube channel. And in an exciting twist, at the last second, the poll's red. Lance won, big surprise.
Roll credits.
But look, that's not a bad thing. The Lance is a very well-respected and very well-liked weapon from its community. We talked about it yesterday while building this thing, that I get the impression that anybody who wants to try the Lance is going to be offered the red pill, blue pill. The casual is going to go with the gun Lance because gun, whereas the based red-pilled psychopath is going to go with the Lance because no one uses it. Well, maybe not no one. If you offer someone gun Lance or Lance, which one are they going to go with? Let's talk about the Lance. We have guard, offensive guard, evade extender, free meal, stamina surge, defense boost. We got a lot of stuff because we're also rocking Diablos max gear. God, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. I also want to mention, we're broke now. We put a lot of money in and I wasn't paying attention to how much money was going in. Now that we're in post-game Rise, we can dump a lot of money into armor. So we're a little bit broke at the moment, but that's okay because we have a pretty decent armor set with guard and all this stuff. There's a lot that this weapon has, and honestly, I'm a little overwhelmed with it. Look, it's a good weapon. This weapon is very strong, very good. The evades are nice. It's a very safe weapon. That's something I need to emphasize, is how safe this weapon really is. If you're struggling and dying to a lot of stuff, damn, the Lance is something that can really keep you safe. A little bit of guard, put that guard up, you're probably not going to get killed. I say probably because we fought in Apex Diablos last night, and it was kind of ugly. Evade extender is very nice to get around the place. I love the fact that in this game, you don't get forced into doing the back step. You can actually forward step with the Lance, so it's like all the other weapons in the f***ing game. I think that that's enough. Let's head into the Gathering Hub and probably grab some quests, because we do have to talk about something pretty important, which is that where we're at now, we should probably do urgent quests before completing the rest of this. See, if we do complete the rest of this stuff and then we do the urgents, it's just not gonna really stack up well. So you know the deal. Let's just first go after our girl. A little bit of an introduction fight, get our sea legs. Now, when it comes to switch skills with the Lance, there's a really interesting choice that you can make. One of the switch skills offers you a change in your just straight up block. So it changes from when you hit the block button, you go immediately into a block. Now, the newer version is that when you hit the block button, you go into a counter for a few seconds, then you go into a period where you are completely vulnerable, then into a guard. Meaning, if you time it correctly, you can really get some really crazy shit, because with a good timed counter guard, you're going to be able to do counter attacks, which hit like a tank. This weapon is a very consistent, a very fucking safe weapon. Should you know the monster that you're fighting like the back of your hand, you can really just continuously stack damage, and there's not much that they can do about it. With guard, it's going to be pretty decent about, you know, not really keeping you locked up in your animations. Last night when we were fighting Diablos' getting up the armor, it was real nice. We were just able to hide basically in between the Diablos' legs and constantly be jabbing it. Now, when we talk about combos, you have the upper attacks and then you have the lower attacks. I find myself using the upper ones a lot, but I can see, you know, the lower ones being useful here and there. We haven't hit a guard yet, or a counter yet. We've hit guards, though. We can just stick and just poke, poke, poke. You're just going to be stabbing it with a thumbtack most of the hunt. Now, I don't know if there is a huge damage difference. I'm going to test and see here. I saw that we got some 60s on that head poke, so maybe there is a bit of a difference between the lower poke dealing more damage or the higher one. No, the higher one does 64. It's about the same. 37, 37. You're going to do another tail swipe. I know you, Rathian. I know you more than you know yourself. I'm in your walls. I've watched you grow. I really wanted that counter. I don't know, this weapon has always had this weird ability to keep you unbelievably safe. Now, you don't have, like, oh my god, is that the first time we've gotten a tail cut while the monster was flying? That's wild. Hayden, shut the fuck up. Get out of here. We don't need you. Okay, get him. It's odd. It's a weapon that is just very good. Why are we fighting the Hayden? What the f are we doing? God damn it, I'm not thinking straight. You're able to survive where other weapons I don't think would. You're able to keep yourself obscenely safe, and as a result, you can just keep the pressure up on a monster like nothing else. I know we've talked about some weapons that are very capable of keeping pressure up on other monsters a lot during this series, and especially because this is the second to last one we need to rank. Minus probably a return to Switch Axe, because Switch Axe only got a day. We didn't really get to see the extent of Switch Axe and what it can do. But, I don't know, there's something about it that's very just like, it's a consistent weapon. Yeah, I didn't get it there too, damn. I'm missing all my encounters. That's fine though. Like, we're still just dropping 30s on him, so does it matter? No, but we can just poke you to death. A little thumbtack, a little pokey. And that's really all this, like, I don't want to say that's really all this weapon comes down to. You can also do disrespectful side sweeps, like watch, charge that shit up and just 112 damage. There is some complexity to this weapon. I don't know, I can see why someone would really get into this shit. I can see where all the love comes from already. This weapon is not going to be something that a beginner player is going to go near. This is more of something that, like, I feel like this is not the weapon that most people are, it's not the most flashy weapon, right? It's not like dual blades where you have two fucking knives, or longsword where you have your giant katana and you can slay your enemies. No, it's not flashy in those respects. But it is the type of weapon where I think if you see a multiplayer person pop out with the lance, you're like, that guy's gonna do something crazy. That's not an average player. That's someone who knows what they're doing. It's a choice that no one would like. No beginner player would just willingly be like, yeah, lance time. However, I will say, very fun. Very, very fun. Going after an Apex Diablos, I mean, we got a tail cut on an Apex Diablos, and I want to say came pretty close. I don't think it's going to be terribly difficult. We were f***ing around with the Apexes because I wanted to do some poking and prodding to figure out how we're going to deal with the end of Rise. Because the end of Rise puts us in a weird position. Rise ends, and you need to get your HR up in order to fight things like Teostra, Chameleos, Krushala, and the Allmother quest. You just have to get your HR up to do those. And the Crimson Glow Valstrax. They're all locked, but that's half of the equation. While yes, they are blocked, you can fight them in the event quests. So technically speaking, none of them are locked. They are all in the event quests, and you can just do whatever you want. Now, I have no idea, maybe someone in the comment section can actually confirm or deny this. Are the event quest versions of things like Krushala, Teostra, Chameleos, the Allmother, Wind Serpent, Thunder Serpent, and Crimson Glow Valstrax, all the DLC or post-launch monsters, do they come with extra health in those event quest things when compared to the normal versions of them? Because I don't know. If that's the case, then it's a little bit of a challenge. But if it's not the case and they are just statistically the same, then hell yeah, we're going to try at least to get a Crimson Glow Valstrax before we, kick off to Sunbreak. I think we'll be good to cover everything that's in post-game content, because I also don't think that leveling up is as bad as we originally thought. I think we're already either 10 or 12 because we've already unlocked the Chameleos quest, and I really do want to get to Chameleos today. I think Chameleos is fucking fun. Fun fact, I have only fought Chameleos in this game, and Chameleos, from what I remember, got my respect pretty damn quick. I was like, holy shit, this thing is cool. But for right now, let's just pay attention to our girl. She's getting poked to death, which is satisfying. I will give it that. Poking a monster to death is very nice. Very, very Kino. Very clutch. Very skibbity riz. Hey, can you sharpen? I've told you to sharpen like 3 times. And yeah, you can just keep, I don't know, there's something about the way this weapon feels, where it's just like, keep the pressure up. Granted, it's not a whole lot about setting up like something like Greatsword is, where it's just like, I don't know, you just have a really weird niche. Also, going for tail cuts with this thing is so good. I am instinctively just like, I need the tail. I have to get it. You have that perfect fucking shafting angle just for poking up monsters' asses and getting the tail cuts. It's nice. We were popping fucking Diablos' tails clean off. All right. Didn't even have it drawn. Yeah, that's another thing. It feels weird. Having it out, you feel more safe than putting it away. Look at that. It still poisons. That's weird. There are a few comments I got calling it out and being like, I don't know if Rathian can poison you once the tail's cut. But no, here it is in Rise. We can still do it. Blue. Come on, I do want to get a counter. Now, the main combo, from what I understand, is a triple jab followed by a dash, followed by a move. So you keep yourself moving, you keep yourself stabbing, and you'll be good. That's everything broken on this Rathian. She is... Well, we still get the guard, but we're just not getting the counter. There we go. Out of the sky. Beautiful. Now, are you going to give us a gem? Is this finally happening? Is it gem time? Because for the love of God, you have been a stingy motherfucker. Nope. Chameleos time. Oh, Chameleos. Fuck. This is gonna be fun. Or not fun. I really don't know. This could go either way. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I haven't watched a single cutscene until this point. I'm not watching it now. Alright, let's fight this thing. It's been a while, so I'm not sure, but we'll see. I think we picked a good week for Lance, though. Something that's like this safe and this like protective of its hunter, I think is going to be good for a lot of these like Elder Dragon quests. Chameleos, Teostra, Cruciala. Cruciala specifically. Cruciala could be really good for this. It depends on if we bounce, but I have a pretty decent feeling about Cruciala if we can get to it this week. We'll see, though. We'll see. It might not be terrible. I want that fucking tail, though. God, you're cool. Oh, you're so neat. You are so neat. I love you. You are so fucking cool. Why do we get Teostra in a million games? Why do we get Lunastra in World instead of Chameleos? God, you hit like a fucking tank. You got creepy fucking eyes, too. Mayor, thank you for being a G and fucking protecting me. God, you have a poison beam. Yeah, the poor Rathian is like, I have poison. And this thing shows up. It's like, okay, it's not that strong. It's not that strong. Please. Ooh. I love that. I love that the effect is like really good. I believe when he goes in mist mode, he's just completely invisible. Block it. Look at how fast that poison is working. Get me out of here. He's blowing it around, little bastard. Yeah, that poison is nasty shit. I don't even want to know what you look like in G rank. That is going to be sickening. All right, get me on the back. I need to sharpen. It's also crazy to think that this is the first Elder Dragon that we have to face in this game. Like, it's already post-game, and now we're facing Elders. Once again, Rise is very odd. I think it came out 2021, so it kind of gets this weird pass of like, yeah, it's most likely some COVID, development issues happened towards the end of it. But, I mean, it's such a weird way of ending it, where it's like, you fought no Elder Dragons, and then you go into the final fight. Like, you're up against, who do you fight right before? Like, Tydrax? Diablos? It's one of the odder paced games. Once again, I think there are valid criticisms of Rise. From what I've understood, a lot of them get answered when we get to something like Sunbreak. So we'll see. We will see. I'm gonna gather these materials, though. Ooh, we got Elder Dragon blood. Nice. And I am focusing on this tail pretty heavily. I want it. Like I said, whenever I have something that's good at cutting tails, I want it. This thing just kind of denies. A lot of monsters, you have to look for opportunities to get the tail. The Lance just says no. Like, I have a high reach. I'm just going to be tapping that tail consistently. It will come off. Don't you worry. Ooh. God, he goes... The mist is cool. I love Chameleos. I don't even give a shit. He's cool as shit. And he flies. Come on. Dog. It's dog time. Come on. Dog. They tell you fucking 15 times. Probably has some of my favorite layered armor. Oh, speaking of layered armor, we have it now. That's why we look like Almadon and not Diablos. That took forever to talk or to come over my mind. Jesus. Oh, I love the fucking fog, dude. Chameleos, you're my baby. I love you. Where are you? Fucking, uh-oh. I lost track of it. Okay, it's right there. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. God, it acts quick. Well, with the fog gone, does that mean it's not enraged anymore? That might be it. He flinched out of the tail. I think this might be a monster where I'm not sure. I think the tail break is like, this might mean it can't go invisible anymore, or that might be the horn. I forget. Well, it clearly went invisible again right there. Maybe it's the horn break that's super important. I mean, that's kind of next up, ain't it? God, what am I supposed to do? Jump over it? I guess that's what you're actually supposed to do. Hold on, I want your tail. Are you still here? Yeah, you're still here. Fucking weird. Why is he just like resting? I get this weird feeling that I thought Chameleos has like a very weird like gimmick to him. Almost like Teostra, where Teostra, if you have like a stopwatch, you can tell from the moment he enters in rage mode when he's going to drop into his like supernova. You can time it. There was something along the lines of that with Chameleos. Unfortunately, I don't remember it. I do like his movements though. His pattern is so fucking cool. I love how jittery he is. You're cool, man. Ah, there's fog mode. Ooh. Well, that's our first counter that we've actually landed this entire time, and it came by accident. Yeah, he keeps his head high up there. I mean, he has to have his head at like a medium distance for me to even think about getting it. Even now, like, damn. Third of my health. Right there. Which I guess isn't crazy. He is an elder, but still. It's just like, you gotta be... You have to have your hotbar on antidotes. Or be good with like a radial menu in order to get that down. Because if you don't, you just spend so much of your time like looking for health or for an antidote. And you just don't have that time. Like, it'll fuck you up. Alright, come on. Let's get back into this fight. I want that horn, baby boy. I need that horn. You're doing something. I don't know what it is. Oh, we're fine. We're big chillin'. Nope, we're not big chillin'. We're very much poisoned. Ooh, we got the attack. Nice. Alright, let's go bash his head. And that head has to be very close to snapping. There we go. He's gonna blow it. That he does that a lot. He likes to just like spawn poison and then push it towards you. It's just like, be very careful with that. That's pretty major. I don't think this is a very difficult fight. It makes sense why this is the first elder that they send at you. That's definitely not a limp, but it is a weird walk. I guess we can talk about some interesting defenseless news. Boys and girls, we have a Discord now. And I know that I've had people in the comment section want Discords before. And so we finally went through, we created one. So it's going to be linked at the bottom of the episode. And for every episode going forward, we'll link to it now. If you want to see like behind the scenes shit, or if you want me to ask questions about, hey, is this a good thumbnail or not? You're more than welcome to join the Discord. I think we've had it for probably like a week now, just getting it set up. And I'm not super active. I'm trying to get better at that. But if you're interested in it, please join. I think we'll have stream notifications in there. There's that fucking horn. He's blowing it my way too, you little bitch. I wanted that flashbang. I mean, this is weird. We broke the horn, yet it can still turn invisible. Is that just an old thing where it was like it used to be that way? God damn. That pounce. I mean, you are an elder. You should be kind of scary to me, rather than me just poking you to shit. I don't know, wings aren't really taking damage. Front claws are taking damage, but I don't know if those are breakable. They could be. I'm not going to doubt that they're not breakable. But I'm like, head, tail, those are pretty obvious ones. Maybe wings? I mean, it has like a similar structure to something like Cruciala, so I could see wings being a break. Where are you going? Why is your mouth glowing? It's odd. It's a unique trait. Hey, there's a counter. Oh, and then I guess we can talk about Wirebug's skills. We have that one which pushes you around and makes you do cool shit. And then we have this other one that I don't understand, which you put a leash on the monster. You can go for a walk and walk your monster. Like, look, hold up, get him. Look at that. We're now bound. Nice poison shot. That was cool. I'm not gonna lie, you do have cool armor though. I think I basically want to kill you for the layered armor, I think, at this point. Which I'm okay with. You're a cool little fight. I think you're a neat little guy. Look, he's got his tongue out! Do you guys think that we can cut the tongue off? We're literally stabbing his tongue with like a tic tac. Hey! Oh, that's right, he can steal it. Your yellow pollen was stolen? The fuck? What in the actual shit does yellow pollen mean? I'm assuming it's on his mouth, but I love his little pitter patters. Where are they? There they are. Come on over here, buddy. Oh, look at that! The flashbang completely takes out the mist. How interesting. Oh, we don't have blue anymore. That's why we're bouncing. Shit. You are a tough son of a... Not even blue yet. What an interesting monster. What an interesting boy. Oh. Oops. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Actually, do elders show up as blue? Because the whole blue thing, I think, means capturable. And they're not, you know? So I don't even know if they do go blue. I mean, we're going to see. We're going to find out. Well, actually, I guess Wind Serpent Narwhal did go. Or Wind Serpent and Narwhal both did it, so... Yeah, I'd assume that this one would go blue, too. Stop it, I don't want to get poisoned. God damn it. You little fucker. Ah, you... Every time, it's just like, drop what you're doing, go heal yourself. Now. If you don't, you're done. You just cannot ignore it. Oh, is someone steaming? Are you mad? Literally steaming. Yeah, this ain't mist. This is fucking pure steam. Oh, he's blue. What are you gonna do, baby boy? I'm in a fucking cleanser circle. No poison for me. As I get poisoned. Cleanser, please. God. Taking fucking its sweet time. Yeah, maybe I don't want to heal you. I thought about it, Schmungus. You've done a lot of horrible shit in your life. I do not wish to heal. I like that disrespectful side swipe of the lance. Literally nothing but disrespect and contempt. I mean, go ahead, pick a fight. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna whetstone and then we'll ride the Rathian, see if we can go for the kill. I don't think he's that close, but he's certainly a little bit close. We'll take the free damage, not either way. Rathian, come on, you got this, buddy. Didn't even get a fucking stun. Come on, get it. Wow, that's the end of Chameleos. Alright, well thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to join the Discord, join the Discord. It will be linked down below, and hopefully our end card will be updated. I still have to do that. I put it off a little bit too long, my bad. My bad. I took the weekend, I got a little chill, it was fun. Other than that, fucking PlayStation boys, have a great time on the beta, and I'll see you guys here tomorrow for the second episode of Lance Week. Have a great rest of your day. Call your mother, tell her you love her, bye.